What's up, y'all? This is RJ Powell with my girl.
AVARA.
Bruh.
Wait.
What's up, AVARA? This is just gonna go on the whole time. Just,
I love
just
it.
laughing the whole
Just us
time.
giggling.
Yeah.
I love making people giggle.
Nah, but this low key like a full circle
Yeah.
type of moment.
Dude, yeah.
Because we've been knowing each other for like a little while now.
Dude, a minute. I'm trying to think of like when.
Like a couple years.
It's been at least like 2 years.
At least 2 or 3 years. It has to been.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
Time flies. But how are you?
Dude, I'm good. I just finished my album.
Ooh.
So that's really crazy. We just spent the last week in Topanga, like finalizing all the music, finishing the production, and now it's in the mixing phase. So it's crazy because it's like my first actual album.
Oh,
like this is the project.
This is the one.
This is the one.
This is your baby.
Yeah.
So how you like feeling about how it's turned out to be?
Dude, I don't think I've ever been so proud of anything in my life, honestly. I've been working on this for the last 3 years. There's so many elements of like my family and my culture in there. It's really beautiful and it feels special and it feels fresh and new. And yeah, I'm really fucking excited.
I'm excited too. Let's get into like your culture and how that like reflects through your music. Like you can even see it through your music videos and how like you represent the Indian culture, because there's not much representation out there of what y'all do.
Yeah. I think I was just talking to someone about this, but I think I've always tried to really lean into my culture in the way that I know how and in the most tasteful way, because my parents are immigrants, but I grew up here. So there's a lot about the culture that I haven't been as a part of, or like, growing up, I was just a lot more detached to. So I think when it comes to like expressing that in my art, I don't want to do something I don't understand or know how to do. So I think a lot of times that comes down to like even bringing in dancers that understand the classical Indian dance, or bringing on singers that can sing Carnatic music really well, and it's to me really special because it's stuff that I grew up doing. Like for context, I grew up singing Indian classical music for like 10 years. Yeah, like since I was 5 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're like classically trained.
I was at one point. I don't think I could do that now as well, because when I was a kid, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So yeah, it's just cool to be able to bring it back to my music in a more tasteful way, and it helps me understand more about my culture. And a lot of the collaborators that I work with, they grew up in India or they speak my parents' language, and it's like me slowly learning to speak it as well, or like remember parts of me that I like threw away when I was younger. So it's been beautiful.
We're gonna get that like on the project of you going back to like your roots to like maybe some more Indian sounds and stuff like that.
Yes, 1000%, dude. I went to India last year in like February, and I like visited a bunch of temples. I stayed with my grandparents, went to Goa, and I recorded like a bunch of artifacts of like conversations with my grandfather or grandmother, and just sounds of like my little cousin speaking to me, and that's all sprinkled all over the project now, which is really special.
Dang,
it's
that sounds
crazy.
amazing. Just to get back to your roots and just like know like where you came from. I feel like that makes for like so much better art.
Yeah, dude.
In a sense.
I agree. And I've always just like, I remember when I like, before I even dropped my first project, I was like, oh my gosh, like I really gotta like integrate my culture as much as possible. And like, I didn't know how at that point to do that because I didn't have the training anymore or the knowledge. And I feel like it's kind of found me, and it doesn't have to be like supersonically, like I'm singing all these Indian riffs or like speaking in like Hindi or whatever, because I don't even know how to speak Hindi. I can speak Telugu, which is my parents' language, but there's a lot that I don't know, and it's cool to introduce it in subtle ways, even just coming down to like the jewelry I'm wearing on my head, or the way that we're braiding my hair, or something like that, and it's subtle nods, and like not everyone's gonna pick up on that, and that's okay, because the ones who know will know. So
Exactly.
yeah.
What's like your first memory of like music? Like,
Damn.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I think like the first memory of me singing music or the first memory of me hearing music.
Both.
I think it was my dad singing to me when I was a kid. He would sing me like old Indian like folk songs and stuff. And so I think that's my first memory. I don't even remember the songs, but I just remember like being able to fall asleep and feel at peace to that. Um and besides that, my first memory of music is dancing to it, because I learned Indian classical dance from like the age of 5. And so we would dance to that. My mom would put me in classes every Saturday. And same thing with singing. I was in Indian Carnatic lessons. So those were like my first memories of music were all from my culture, which is crazy. Because as I grew older, I rejected it so much. And then also I remember my dad would play a lot of Elvis Presley around the house. And he would do this thing where he would like set out these giant like trash bags and like spray them all with like massive amounts of shaving cream. This is crazy. And then he would like play like Jailhouse Rock or something, and like we would just like dance in the shaving cream and like roll around in it and like throw it at each other. And that was like one of my core memories.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Memphis too. Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley. Shout out Memphis. Exactly. Come on. Yes.
Come on now. How did you feel like being kind of like, I want to say you was thrown into it, but like how did you feel like having to do the classical? Because it was a period of time where you was probably rejected.
Dude, I hated it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. I was like, Mom, like, why are you forcing me to do this? Like, I didn't want anything to do with it. Because, I mean, I grew up in the South. I grew up in Georgia. All of my friends were, like, doing really cool shit. Or so I thought at the time, you know? And I was over here having to go to dance class every Saturday and then go to singing lessons after and then go to piano on Tuesday. And I was like, I hate all of this. And I felt, I rejected it a lot. And it wasn't until I joined chorus in 6th grade that I was like, whoa, wait, it is so fun to be a part of something bigger than me, you know, and to feel the music through all of us. And then, I mean, I've told this story so many times, but in 7th grade, I got a solo in my first song ever, and it was Don't Stop Believing. And that was when I was like, wow, people think I can sing, I guess. Like, this is crazy. And so that was when I was like, okay, maybe I should take it a little more seriously. And so
I love like talking to artists who produce themselves, because it's like a cheat code in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like you record, you can do the beat, you can arrange and everything like that. So like, what's your process of like creating your sound as opposed to like recording?
I think being a producer unlocked everything for me, you know, because I think for the longest time I was trying to like write on YouTube beats or just trying to write a song on a guitar, and it wasn't working for me. And when I discovered producing, it changed my life. And honestly, my process usually is I'll make a beat and then I'll sing on top of it, and then I'll write the words after that. So it always starts with a beat for me, usually. Like, I'm very, very like production driven with most of my stuff, which I think people can hear, like, because I think that's a very big priority for me, is to make the production so fucking sick. And that's why you're always hearing in my music weird transitions or a 3-part song, or like so many like times where the beat mellows down and then ramps back up, because I'm trying to tell a story sonically in ways that I can't with my words. And so for me, like, that is so, it's such a different way to approach it, you know? But I think it's all one thing. I think that for me, the sonics come first and the words follow based off of how I'm feeling. And oftentimes I don't know what I'm writing about, and then it just like comes, you know, when you like start writing like a poem or like a song or whatever, and you don't really understand, or maybe you start with a specific vision of something and then it turns into something else completely. That's like always what happens to me every time. It's crazy.
Does that happen with like full projects?
Yes, literally.
Wow.
Do you know how many titles this album has gone through?
Oh wow.
It was called Imposter first. And it was going to be a story about me feeling like an imposter in my own skin and being like a third culture kid. And then it ended up, then I went to this like Buddhist meditation retreat, and there is this character called Mara, and he's like a demon tempter kind of person. And so then I was like, I'm going to title my album Mara. And then it went through like a couple other iterations, and finally it's called Why Do Women Jump in the Fire? And that is where we're at now. So
Yeah.
why do women jump in the fire? And it's a completely different story, but it's still rooted in the same feelings, you know? So yeah, it's different now, but it's cool because the story told itself. Like I didn't have to try as hard as I thought I did to tell my story, because I already did the work of putting that in the music, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
How do you feel as a woman in music? No,
How do you feel as a woman?
No, like for real, like
no. Yeah.
like you get what I'm saying? Like it's tough sometimes, like being in this industry, and
Yeah.
it's male dominated,
Dude.
obviously. So it's like it's harder
Yeah.
for women
Yeah.
to
Dude, I mean, honestly, I've been thinking about that a lot because the last 3 weeks I have been surrounded by like only men, pretty much. And I'm like in the studio and it's all men. I'm on like a shoot and it's all men, you know. And it's cool. I often feel like I have to fight so much harder for what I deserve. And it feels like if I'm asking for something and a man is asking for something, then they're gonna get it before I do. You know what I mean? And even like with label shit, with like business stuff, with anything, like it just feels like triple as hard just being a woman, you know? And I think when I was like first starting out as a producer and I was posting like my little beats on TikTok and stuff, like a lot of the comments that I would get were just, oh, people only like this because she's pretty, or people only like this because a girl made it, or like, you know, they would just like make like backhanded comments that were implying that my beat wasn't that good, I was just a girl, and or it was just because I'm a girl posting it, you know. And so I mean, it's just been it's a lot of like micro shit that you like don't necessarily notice at first, and it just, you start to pick up on it over time, and it's just like you can't help but think, oh, if I were a man doing the same shit, like would it be that much easier for me, you know? But and it is tough because everything is really male dominated. Most of the rooms I'm in are men, and so I mean I have so, I mean my album is called Why Do Women Jump in the Fire. It's literally about how much we sacrifice, you know, just because we think that we need to. And I'm just really learning like this year what it means to like stand up for myself and ask for what I deserve. And like know that I do deserve those things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I'm still figuring it out. LA's a crazy place, you know? There's a lot of slimy shit that happens here. There's a lot of times where like you'll think a producer wants to work with you and they just want to get in your pants. You know, like there's so many different things. But I'm learning what it means to like stand up for me and for the other women in this industry, and also just to be like an example for other younger women who want to get into it, especially like younger women of color, you know?
Yeah.
So if I can like be somewhat of an inspiration for that, like that's one of my main priorities.
Yeah.
So
You're breaking those boundaries, like you're holding up on your own, like everything that you're doing, somebody's gonna look at you and be like, I could do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what
like literally.
Dude, and I've gotten so many like messages of people being like, you inspired me to start producing, or you inspired me to like make the move over here. Like I had a friend who even like quit their job, like, you know, it's, and I mean, I'm not supporting like not having an income, but you know what I mean? Like I think it's just really like that means so much to me. And if that's like all that I'm here for and that's all I'm standing for, like I'm happy with that. So
yeah, I was gonna ask you, what was your purpose in music? Like, where do you see yourself in this space?
You know, I think growing up as a young brown girl with immigrant parents around a predominantly white atmosphere, I had a lot of dreams, and I never thought that I could do it because there was nobody that looked like me that was doing it. And I remember like I had like a giant poster of Taylor Swift on my wall, and I was like, Mom, like I want to be a pop star. Like, I want to be a singer when I grow up. That's what I want to do. And she's like, you can't because you don't have blonde hair. Like, you don't have blue eyes. Like, you don't look like her, so you can't do it. And that stuck with me for so long. And I think, like, for the first time I saw Simone Ashley on Bridgerton, the first time I found Ravina, like, the first time that, I mean, shit, even Laura Raj. Like, you know, there's so many people that, like, you see it and you're like, I see myself in that person, and that means I can do this too.
Right.
And with Ravina, with Simone Ashley, with even like Maitre, you know, like those were core examples. Like those were moments for me where something shattered in my brain, that like that disbelief that I couldn't do this, you know, like that shattered when I saw those people. And so if I can be some part of that, especially on the production side, especially on the tech side, shit, I mean, I like left my entire family and moved here on my own. You know what I mean? So if I can inspire somebody to follow their dreams in that way and rebel from their like immigrant parents for a little bit, you know, I think it's beautiful, and I think it's necessary. So I think that's a big part of my purpose. And the other part is to introduce my culture a little bit more, you know, in the subtle ways. Like, I don't think I need to come out and do like a whole ass like Bollywood song, but I think bringing in like these instruments that people haven't heard before, or like just a different language, or even just the sounds of the birds in Goa, you know, like that is, I don't know, I think that's important, and I think it's fresh, and I also think people are craving that right now.
Yeah,
So
they need it.
they need it.
They need
Everything
it
is
for real.
sounding the fucking same, dude.
The same
The fucking
thing
same.
over and over again.
Go on my Discover Weekly, it's like 10 copies of Brent Faiyaz. I'm like, or like McGee. I'm like, God.
Yeah,
It's cool,
we need something new.
We need something new.
That's why we waiting on the album. I'm like,
I gotta show it to you, dude.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But what are some things like outside of music that help you decompress
That's a good
and
question.
you know remove yourself from your music mind to like regular life?
I think a big pillar in my life since before I even moved here was meditation. I've been to like 2 Vipassana retreats. I don't know if you know what that is,
I
but
don't know what that is.
it's basically like a 7-day silent retreat. You give up your phone, you give up like everything, and you don't talk to anyone for 7 days. You're in the woods, and there's like 50 to 100 other people there. It's actually supposed to be 10 days, but
Oh wow.
I did it for 7. And you basically are just alone with yourself. And it sounds really scary, but it changed my life. Like, it fully made me realize that my purpose wasn't anything but to exist on this world. What else? I love reading.
What books you reading right now?
I'm reading this book called Palace of Illusions.
Ooh, what's that about?
It's about it's like based on, okay. So there's this book called the Mahabharata. And it's like this like giant book of Indian folklore. And it's like the book in India, pretty much, of like all of the folklore. Like a lot of the stories on there are very male centered. And so this author, she took one of the stories about one of the women and she flipped it to tell it from her perspective.
Oh snap.
And so it's about this this queen called Draupadi, and she basically had 5 husbands, and she like was burned in the fire and was just basically very like mistreated. And my album is very much inspired by her, and so I'm just reading the book as like research, and it's actually so fucking good.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. Palace of Illusions. What are you reading? Do you read?
I need to get into more reading. My fiance does, but I'm just like, I'm a movie. I'm a more of a film type of head. Like I love visuals, like so much, and I love your visuals.
Oh,
like,
dude, thank you.
Like how? No, for real. Like I'm so serious.
Great
because
transition.
No, yes, but seriously, like your visuals are like so like unique. Like the world building that you have, like even from the cover from your last album with the long braids and you like floating, and it's so like angelic fairy tale. Like how much are you involved in that creative process visually?
So much. Like so like involved to a detriment, honestly. I am very, very picky about what comes out and how my visuals look, and it's been cool to like develop this brand. I don't know if that's the right word. I feel like the vision is a lot more clear now, and I think that when it comes to the visual stuff, like I've edited like 3/4 of my videos probably. I'm very involved. Like I just came from an editing session for my album art, and I'm editing it with my photographer.
Oh wow.
I just care a lot about it because I think that the visual art is such an extension of your music, and I would be so upset if I had this beautiful sounding album and the visuals looked like shit or it didn't align. And so for me, it's just another way to be creative and tell my story in another way, you know?
I love that.
Very involved. Very fucking involved. Like I am writing out, I'm making slide decks. I am making treatments. I am putting in all the like Pinterest references. I'm saying my hair needs to look like this. There needs to be this kind of jewelry on me. Like I just care a lot. And sometimes it's really painful.
Yeah.
Like,
because you're so intentional about everything, and that's tough to be intentional about every single detail.
It is, dude. I mean, I think more so the problem is over-identifying with it, you know? I think I need to just have it happen, be intentional about the parts I care about, and then let it go. And the problem is sometimes it's hard for me to just let it go, you know? So,
how do you let it go, like, with anything in life?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do you let go?
You just...
Detachment is hard.
It is tough.
But detachment is also pain. I mean, attachment is pain.
Attachment is pain.
Attachment is pain.
Detachment, it can be pain, but it's better for you.
Detachment is peace. And it's a hard thing to do.
It's hard.
It's a hard thing to... You know when you, like, pour your heart and soul into something for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you put it out, and you feel like how people react to it is so personal. Like, like if somebody is like, I don't like this song, it feels like such an insult, you know? And I'm just trying to, like, let go of that and be like, okay, that doesn't need to affect me.
Yeah.
Because my art is out there, and it's...
And you know what you made.
And I know what I made, and I'm proud of it.
Exactly. As long as you're proud of it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Exactly. And it's just like me constantly having to remind myself that I loved the process of making this, and it was beautiful, and it meant something to me.
Yeah.
So.
Why do you breathe music? You knew it was coming.
I read music because I would shrivel up and die if I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I read music because it's what gives meaning to my life. And the world would be a very desolate place without it.
Yeah.
And there's so much power in it that cannot be said with words or actions. So, I love reading music.
I do too.
Hey, come on, Gay.
No, I appreciate you for pulling up and, conversating, talking to me.
Dude, of course.
It's been a long time. Like, y'all just don't know. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
And we just...
Should I try to find our first DM? Oh, sorry.
Yes, do that.
What were you going to say?
I know, I was just saying, like, it's just been a long time coming. Like, I've been listening to you and just seeing what you've been doing for, like, years. Dude. And, like, seeing where you at now. I'm proud.
Dude.
Like, super proud, dude.
I'm proud of you, honestly. And I just have to say, like, your support throughout all of this has meant so much to me. And I think, honestly, you were probably one of the first curators to really, like, put me on. And that's just, like, for independent artists and people who are just starting out, like, you have no idea how much that means to somebody to just feel seen in that way, you know? And to be like, yo, somebody is out here and they fuck with your work and they're trying to share it and platform it. And your mission in that is so clear. Like, it's so clear that you care so much, you know? Yeah. And it doesn't ever feel fake. Oh. And with a lot of people it does. So I think that is a really beautiful thing. And I'm going to find that DM right now. Let me see. I want to see when you first hit me up.
I don't know. I think it was just, when was it? 2020?
Well, I started releasing in 2023, so it can't.
Was it that first year?
Was it that first year? It might have been.
I want to say was.
You've never changed your profile picture.
I haven't. Ever since we get it, we was talking about that we may change it since it's like it's like a new era though.
Nah, bro, you can't change that shit. The fuck? I'm not gonna know who you are. Just kidding.
Dang.
You don't have to identify with SpongeBob anymore.
Exactly. And like, I
Use
want
this
to
as the
do
promo. I Read
this.
Music is changing his profile picture. You heard it here first.
From AVARA. Not from me, but from her.
I'm the face of your profile picture change.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, we have so many DMs, RJ. What the fuck?
No,
Like
that's
still
mad
going.
long.
Okay. So the first time you posted me was October 13th, 2024. Paradigm. It was a Paradigm.
Oh, yes. Wait, for real?
R&B for the ladies. I just wanted to shed light on a few R&B artists.
Bro, I feel like,
Wow.
what the heck?
I
That's
remember
so
freaking
long
out the first
ago.
time you posted it.
For real?
Wow. Aww.
That's insane.
Day
That's
one for
real.
real.
Day one for
Day
real.
one.
Day one for real. Dang, that's, you gonna play the audio?
Song is amazing. It's amazing. You did your thing with that one.
What was
Voice
this?
sounds so
Oh, this when you
buttery
send it. I
throughout the whole
remember this,
track,
bro.
and your harmonies.
What the freak?
I love the part. That's my favorite part of the song. But the best way that I
What?
can describe the song is that
No.
it feels like a dream, a beautiful dream that
Aww.
slowly
Bro, this
builds
is
up and
frying.
entices you. And then the outro, it feels like the climax of
What?
the dream. And
I
then
forgot you
when the
What
song
was I
ends,
saying?
it's like you waking up and realizing, dang, I wish I could go back to sleep.
But you
and
but
just
you were
experience
spot
the
on
dream
with
all
that
over
shit.
again.
Nah, I really
You were
was.
spot on with that
Hey,
shit.
I was cooking.
That's crazy.
Look, but that was frying me.
Wow.
I remember that too when you sent me it, but what the heck?
That was like what, like a year and a half ago?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
2 years
insane.
ago?
We go
And
back.
here we are. Hug?
Yep.
Dab?
Yep.
Hug?
Dap. Hug.
Dab?
Dap.
Hey, and then a hug?
Then a hug.
Hey, come on. Let's go.
That's
Love it.
fire.